Question 17, find the area of the shaded region. So let's just fill the diagram in first. Radius of 7, so that also tells me there's 7 all the way across here. AD is 3 and BD is 6. Now I do know that's 4, but I don't know whether that's going to be any use to me. It's giving me x degrees here, so there's a good chance I need to use that and find that. Now, if I want to find the area of the shaded region, to find the area of any sector, I need theta over 360 times pi times r squared. Do I know theta? No, that's what I've got to find. Do I know r squared? Yeah, it's going to be 7 squared. But obviously, remember, in this case, if I find the area of the whole sector, I am going to have to take away this triangle. Alternatively, I could work it out by splitting this shape up into more complicated shapes, but the best method is to use the whole sector and then take away the triangle. So, first thing I need to do is find x. I've got all 3 sides of this triangle, which means I can use cosine rule. So in this question, I'm going to use cosine rule for angle. So cos of x equals b squared plus c squared minus a squared divided by 2bc. Remember, they don't give you that in the paper, but they do give it to you in the form for a side, and you can rearrange it to get this. So x is at angle A, so this makes this A. B we can keep where it is, and we can rewrite that as c for this particular question. So I get that the cos of x is equal to 3 squared plus 7 squared minus 6 squared, all divided by 2 times 3 times 7. Type that in your calculator. Be careful with your calculator. Remember, if you've got a good calculator, you can probably put it in just using the fraction button. Otherwise, you're going to have to put brackets in. And remember to do shift cos at the end to find the actual angle. So the angle comes out as 58.4 degrees. So I now know that in there is 58.4 degrees. Now, in terms of my strategy for finding the shaded area, I'm going to do the theta over 360 times pi r squared that we said for the whole sector. And then I'm going to take away from that the area of this triangle, which is a half AB sine C. And remember, that formula is given to you, but the other one isn't. So, in the context of this question, theta is 58.4 divided by 360 times pi times 7 squared. And then in this one, so for the triangle, the 2 sides I'm going to use are 7 and 3, and then I can use the angle in between them. So it becomes a half of 7 times 3 times the sine of 58.4. I would personally work this out in my calculator as 2 separate sums. So the area of the sector comes to 58.4 divided by 360 times by pi r squared, which comes to 24.97 ... And then the other part, a half times that times sine of 58.4 comes to 8.94 ... and then subtract them to find that the shaded area is 16.03, and it's all in centimetres and it's an area, so it's 16.03 centimetres squared.